Oh yeah, I'm also not gonna change the volume this time because I want to make it accurate to the actual volume of the video. So, for the headphone users, you should turn down your volume now. I'll give you some time. Actually, never mind. Yes, that's actually how the video ends. Okay. And on that underwhelming note, this concludes all of the stuff I can find through Toontastic 3D, at least at the moment. I might find some new stuff later, but it's not now. So, okay. So, with I could have sworn I recorded something for this because like I wanted to make a series for every single for almost every single map that was every single setting they could do on Toontastic 3D. So like I probably would have done like an airpunk series, which is basically just and like a floating island type thing where people fly planes or something, which actually kind of sounds cool on paper, but isn't really that cool now. Actually, wasn't it like that or Air Pirates? Like Pirates in the Sky. I don't remember anymore. I'm sorry. Your boy is forgotten the. Okay. That was not a good joke. Yeah. So like Peace Boy science projects, you can catch the theme of the series not getting another episode and it just practically being canceled. And with the Peace Boys in Chili's video at Chili's video, um I said that there would be Flood Escape 2 like jokes or animations or something. I'm okay, I actually want to know, and I know I would never get this answer at all, but how does that work? How? Um, I don't understand how that works. Um, so yeah, and as I've said before, I used to have a lot more stuff made within Toontastic itself. The original Toontastic, what if you're unaware, Toontastic 3D is the sort of predecessor. And unfortunately, I just can't access it anymore because it's like a 16-bit app slash game, and which means it's no longer supported. And even if I would, even if I could do it with like an older device, it still wouldn't work because around the end of its lifetime, it gave a notification saying, "Hey, this app is no longer available." Basically, when I originally accessed that, I lost all of the stuff I've made. I think I made like a Toontastic the movie type thing, and I made like a rant because like at the time the weather was like just rain, and I just started ranting because of that. I don't know. I think I just ran out of ideas at that point. Um, but basically, if you can find videos of it, you can tell Toontastic was probably gave you a lot more creative freedom than Toontastic 3D. It might be long. You may be able to make movies longer than the ones you can do on Toontastic, but you can literally just make multiple movies and do that. Cause yeah, there's the obvious limitation of each scene. I think being only around the limit being like around 1 or 2 minutes, which means the movies are more like short films rather than actual movies. So you had to make them pretty quick. Uh, yeah, I think that was one of the main problems with Toontastic. One of the main design flaws. I understand why they did it. It's just I don't like I both understand and don't understand at the same time. it's it's honestly kind of confusing, and I swear I'm not the only one that remembers the app who remembers using it. I think there was also like collaborations with like studios or something. I think there was like a Shrek one, and like it called like Toontastic Junior Shrek. I was there a Shrek? I don't remember, but just search it up and you'll probably be able to find it. It's just the only thing is that I never was able to find it because it was just never in my app store. I don't know what happened. It probably was taken down before I even knew what Toontastic was. And I probably would have went through another application made by the same developer, Launchpad Toys, called Telestory, because I remember I made stuff on there. And if you search it up, it's another app, kind of similar to Toontastic, where you can make your own stuff, but this time it's not animation, it's live action. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. I'm gonna slow down. It might be hard to keep up. I'm sorry. And I would show the stuff from there, but first of all, I can barely show anything from there at all because that would basically just be an invasion of my own privacy because most of that, I mean, live action, you could probably tell. I think I originally planned to make a video on this channel regarding Telestory where people collaborated to make some sort of Telestory film or collaboration project, a sort of short film. But I guess that never happened, and it never will, because even then, even with devices that have it installed, because trust me, I have devices that already have the app installed, it's just, it does no longer work. If it gives you the little download symbol next to the actual name of the app, you're doomed. It basically is just, you're doomed, you can't use it anymore, and you've basically lost everything on there. And that sucks, because I really want to access the stuff that was on there, and I could have sworn that this stuff was available for current iOS stuff. It wasn't like 16-bit or whatever. You could still access it. It's just, I don't know why they just decided to... Never mind. So, it's kind of unfortunate that the Launchpad Toys is just kind of forgotten about, considering... I mean, I might just be biased because it's kind of a huge chunk of my, I guess, younger childhood. I won't say childhood because obviously I'm still, considered a child. But, yeah, the stuff that Launchpad Toys put out was kind of a huge chunk of my own, sort of younger days. Even though I'm still young, but that's not the point I'm giving. You know what I'm talking about here. And it's kind of fun to look back at some of the stuff that was made through the app and shared through YouTube or something. It just gives me some sense of nostalgia or whatever. And I'll probably never forget the memories that I was given through these apps. Fun little apps made during, I guess, the more simple days of the iOS App Store or whatever, because around this time, I don't think they did this minimalistic sort of style for everything. I think everything was still just supposed to be realistic looking. I know the word for it, it's just I do not remember how to pronounce it, but whatever. And I guess this is more or less a retrospective on this, and it's just kind of cool looking back at the sort of app developer who, I really cannot be the only person to have some sort of nostalgia for Telestory or Toontastic or whatever. So it's kind of a fun look back. So kind of a cool retrospective to do. And I know I've kind of let this out for a very long time because 90% of this video at this point is just commentary / retrospective. But I think it's kind of a cool thing to talk about. And I think I should make it into its own, sort of commentary. Because it was kind of a special thing during its time. Being usable. So, I guess that's basically it for my Seashell Archive collection of Toontastic 3D stuff. And if I find more, I will definitely, I will probably, upload them here. same thing as all the other videos I've already shared within at least I'd say these were made in around 2018, 2019. So around the time my channel was made, actually. Because, like, I think, yeah, it's just, I think, considering my voice at the time, it was probably 2018. So, kind of cool to look back on. So, it's just kind of funny how things work. So, that just about does it for my little retrospective. And I'm sorry if that, I'm not sorry that this is 90% of the video, but I don't care. So, thanks for listening to me ramble on and about this, because I probably will not do this in a Seashell Archive video, but actually that did not really make any sense, but I am going to end this now. Basically, it was kind of a special thing when it was happening, so that's it. Thank you, bye, for real this time. I know I've been saying it a lot right now, I'm just saying the same thing again. Yeah, goodbye, see you in the next Seashell Archive video. See you.